was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way, I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. Cause I found my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. I found my way, I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way, I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way. A new place, a new home. For a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back. Take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by. Life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. Oh, I feel so alive. As I reach out, reach out, reach out, reach out to the sky. A new place, a new home. For a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back. Take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by. Life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. Oh, I feel so alive. As I reach out, reach out, reach out, reach out to the sky. I found my way, I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way, I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way.
How about now? Can you see me and hear me? Hopefully that's fixed it. Yay! So hello and welcome to Reading Sprints. Of course, Crystal tries to use a new streaming service without figuring out how to work it. That would be the only way that I know how to make these chaotic things work in my life. So, welcome. Hello, everybody. Let me know in the comments down below what you're going to be reading tonight or doing, if you're doing anything productive. Oh, I'm quieter than the music was. I'm so sorry if it was loud. I can definitely turn the music down, but I don't think I can turn myself up anymore because it looks like I'm as high as I can be on what I'm dealing with. I'll have to message Paximus because he's the one that introduced me to this streaming service. And it's really cool because it allows me to do like some really cool transitions. So I can be like, oh, I'm going to be right back. And then I like transition to be right back. Or I can start a sprint and transition to, ta-da, I have an ambience going on in the background. But yeah, that's pretty much what my plan is for tonight. Is we are going to do some 45-minute sprints. There will be some music playing when we're doing the sprints, but you can just mute me if you don't want it. It's pretty much just going to be like an ambiance-y kind of jazzy fireplace noise. So if you don't want that, you can just mute me. I also haven't figured out how to make your comments show up on the screen. So we're going to try that together and see how that goes. But yeah, we can just learn it together because that's what family does, right? But yeah, let me know, what are you reading? What are you doing today? How's your day been? I worked today as usual, but it was good. It was very busy, but I had a good time. And tonight I am going to be reading For the Wolf by Hannah Witten. I am currently about 185 pages in. I started this on reading sprints last week, I think. Didn't do too well, so I'm hoping to get a little bit more of a chunk done tonight. Because Anthony has the baby, so I am all yours. But it definitely doesn't show me how to like share comments, so I'm kind of screwed in that regard. I'm gonna have to do some more research until then. But I think we might just jump into the first sprint because that will give me a chance to figure out like what is going on. But hello Ali May, hello book enthusiast, hello Shyla, and I think that's all that's here right now from the comments that I can see. But yes, we'll just jump on into our first sprint so I can play catch up and figure shit out in the meantime. So happy reading. We're going to do 45 minutes to start. And then we'll come back and actually have a chat because I'll have figured shit out by then. I didn't have time to try and figure it out because I had to do shit with the baby before we started. So, happy reading. See you guys in 45 minutes.
While you're live streaming, it's essential to interact with your chat actively. To help you achieve this, Streamlabs is introducing a brand new widget called Chat Highlight. What is up, all you awesome streamers? Wild for Games here, helping you become bigger and better with everything Streamlabs. Now, if you're wondering why you should perhaps use the chat widget, you know, it really just depends on the type of content that you do. The highlight widget makes them a part of your show, or make. To add the chat highlight widget, open Streamlabs OBS. Click on the plus sign to add a new source. Click on chat highlight in the widget section and rename it if you wish, or just leave it at chat highlight and add it. On the next process here, you will see an option to customize your chat highlight settings directly in Streamlabs OBS, or you can customize them on the dashboard. We're going to go into detail on the various customized options in just a moment, but for now, click done and your chat highlight widget will be ready to go. You have the option to customize the look and settings of the chat highlight widget when you add it to Streamlabs OBS. However, we recommend that you go over to the Streamlabs dashboard to customize it. The interface and being able to use it is way easier there, so do that to make it easier on yourself. When making changes, you'll see there's a few different settings you can play around with. Default settings, message settings, name settings. In here, you can make changes to things like message pin duration, changing the font, font size, font weight, font color, and background color. Take a moment here, customize it to what you think would be best for your brand and channel. With the chat highlight widget, you can actually pin messages. Really easy to do. Once the chat highlight widget has been added, you'll see a pin icon as viewers start commenting. Simply click on the pin to highlight the message on your chat. Now, if you're not a fan of Streamlabs OBS or just don't like to use it for something like OBS, you can still actually use the chat widget. Copy the widget URL, open OBS, and add a browser source and paste in the widget URL. Now your chat highlight widget should now appear in your broadcasting software. To customize the chat widget in OBS, it's the same steps as we said earlier in this video. Just go to the Streamlabs dashboard and you'll be good to go. Here at Streamlabs, we literally, if you're not a fan of Streamlabs OBS or just don't like to use it for something like OBS, you can still actually use the chat widget. Copy the widget URL, open OBS, and add a browser source and paste in the widget URL. Now your chat highlight widget should now appear in your broadcasting software. To customize the chat widget in OBS, it's the same steps as we said earlier in this video. Just go to the Streamlabs dashboard and you'll be good to go. Here, if you're not a fan of Streamlabs OBS or just don't like to use it for something like OBS, you can still actually use the chat widget. copy the widget URL, open OBS, and use it, prefer something like OBS, you can still actually use the chat widget. Copy the widget URL, open OBS, and add a browser. Source and paste in the widget URL. Now your chat highlight widget should now appear in your broadcasting software. Essential to interact with your chat actively. To help you achieve this, Streamlabs. Click on the plus sign to add a new source. Click on Chat Highlight in the widget section and rename it if you wish, or just leave it at Chat Highlight and add it. On the next process here, you will see an option to customize your chat highlight settings directly in Streamlabs OBS. Detail on the various customized options. However, we recommend We recommend that you go over to the Streamlabs dashboard to customize it. The interface and being able to use it is way easier there, so do that to make it easier on yourself. When making changes, you'll see there's a few different settings you can play around with. Default settings, message settings, name.
What's going on, guys? It's CJ, and I'm going to show you how to pin a comment to the top of your live stream when you're on YouTube, okay? It's as simple as just finding a comment that you really like and just pinning it to the top of your head like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and show you. This is also going to be for people who are just on YouTube watching live streams and they see a comment that's pinned to the top.
Hello, everybody. So, for those that were following along with the comments, yeah, I can't currently highlight comments at the moment. I do have my lovely friend Pax who's going to be helping me in the next sprint, hopefully sort it out. But until then, I'm just pretty much going to be responding to the comments as they kind of come through. Hopefully they'll pop up on the screen. We shall see. I don't know. We're just going to roll with it. This is the chaos that comes on this channel. So, how did you all go? What did you read? How many pages did you get done? Were you productive? I got 0 reading done because I spent the whole stream trying to figure out how to get the comments to work, and it didn't happen. So yeah, we'll just pretend that it worked well, and just yeah, that's just what we're gonna do. So I think we were joined by a couple people. The lovely Reading Bren has joined us. She found the comments quite entertaining. And then we've also had the lovely Tracy join us. Hi, by the way. And the lovely Heather Salter, Pervez. I've probably butchered that. I'm so sorry. And they were talking about wanting to get to Hannah Witten. I am enjoying it so far. It is a pretty good book. I mean, I can't complain. But it is probably not going to be a 5-star read. It's probably sitting around a 4 at the moment. But it has the ability to come back. Yeah. So, you know. Yes, good morning, Lara. Yes, the chaos this morning is pretty crazy. I love it on this channel. I feel like I had to add it. I don't know if you've seen some of my recent videos. It says, chaotic energy is pretty much my new like a byline, because that's just what happens on this channel. So I'm just going to embrace it now and not be embarrassed by it anymore. But yes, it would not be chaos on this channel, Ali May, if if there wasn't chaos, it wouldn't be reading sprints on my channel. That is totally true. So what is everybody reading? I feel like you guys haven't answered that question yet. Because you guys couldn't hear me when I was asking that question. So Ali May, I think you said you had an arc from NetGalley. Tell me a little bit about it. You're going to be eating some breakfast at some point during the sprints, because obviously you are on the other side of the world. But you are reading a book called I Spy at the moment. It's a middle grade contemporary mystery set in Bletchley Park in the Second World War. Ooh, sounds interesting. Interesting. Yeah, so they're popping up on the left of the screen, but they're not hanging around for very long. I think I can change how long they stay there for, but it doesn't let me like pick individual messages to like hang up. So when I'm like talking about a particular comment, I can't like highlight that comment, and I want to be able to do that. So we're kind of halfway there. So you guys are still kind of popping up on the screen, and I think I can change the time as to how long they display for. But I can't like make it stay. I can't like pin it until I'm done talking about it like you can in StreamYard. So I don't know, we're just gonna roll with it. Hopefully I can get that sorted in the next thing. The way that it works is, for this, is you put widgets on the thing to be able to do all your transitions and fun things. And the widget that I wanted to be able to add is chat highlight, but it'll only let me put chat box up on the screen. So then they just kind of like hang there and don't let me like pick particular chats. But that's what we're rolling with. So, am I going to read the sequel? Lola has asked, for The Wolf. I don't know. I probably will, because Brittany from Brittany Loves Reading, who recommended this book to me, said that she gave the sequel 5 stars and absolutely loved it. So I have a feeling I'm going to read the sequel, but it really will depend on how this one ends, I think, is probably my answer to that. You need to finish 2 books by the end of the month. Lola, you're going to do like 12 books by the end of the month. We all know you are. So I don't know why you would struggle to get 2 done, because you are the quickest reader I know, or one of the quickest reader I know. I need to finish For the Wolf. And then after that, I need to do Hush Hush. I only need to do the first book though, so that's only like this much of this big chunk because this is the binder for the 2. And then I also need to do, I don't have it in here, A Little Life, which I am currently like 25% through. But A Little Life is one of those ones that I kind of keep needing to put down, so I don't think I'm going to get it finished by the end of the month, which is slightly disappointing, but that's okay. West Aussie Diamond Nut Art, if you don't mind, I don't actually know your name, so what is your name so I can refer to you by your name, if you don't mind dropping it in the comments. And I apologize if you've already told me, but I have a terrible memory. Definitely give Babel a go if you like books about language and libraries. I think you should probably enjoy this book. I'm only 30 pages in, by the way. I have an e-arc that I was able to get through work, so I do have the ability to read it if I wanted to. I'm not a huge fan of like dark academia, which is where a few people have classified it, so that makes me cautious, but I'm willing to give it a shot. We'll see. Zara, perfect, thank you. I hope that I remember that next time. If not, just blame it on mum brain. Hello Delaney, good evening. I'm sorry I can't put your comment up on the screen. Welcome to the Chaos. That is a new streaming service that I don't know how to use. 11 p.m. on Monday night here, and I'm going to be heading to bed soon, but I managed to read 30 pages of Ruin by John Gwynne in that last sprint. Woohoo! Congratulations, that's fantastic. Are you liking it? I am yet to read a John Gwynne, but I was recently gifted Malice by him, so I'm excited to jump into the John Gwynne world. So it should be good. Tracy is reading Breaking All the Rules by Amy Andrews, a NetGalley arc, switching between my sprints and Mel's. That is fantastic. I didn't realize Mel was going to be going this late when I picked, excuse me, a 5 o'clock start. So yeah, we'll just pretty much tag team between the two of us, and then she's, I think, said it was going to finish at 6:30, so she'll pop over, get everyone to pop over here if they want to. I'm going to be going probably until about 8 o'clock-ish, I think. My plan was to kind of do like 15-minute chat, 45-minute sprint, but obviously we went straight into a sprint early on because I had nothing to be able to highlight. So, but yeah, hopefully we can get that sorted by next sprint, so we can get it sorted. Where are we? Tracy just told me what she's reading. Zara, we got your name. Ali May. I finished 2 books so far this month, and it's really good for me at the moment because I've been reading more consistently rather than only binge reading, which has been the norm recently. That is fair. Excuse me, water break. 2 books is pretty good for you though, isn't it? Because you usually like read a whole bunch and then not enjoy them as much. So hopefully slowing down, you're enjoying what you're reading, even though you're reading less. Bookaholic Banter. Hello, came over from Pax's channel to say hi. A Little Life is one of my favorite books. Hello and welcome. Thank you for coming. This is Chaos. Pax will be helping me fix hopefully soon. So thank you for coming this way to say hello. I am glad that it is one of your favorite books because a lot of people that I've talked to have been like, ew, terrible, don't love it. So I'm hoping that I fall in the love it category, but we'll see. Zara says, thanks to these reading sprints, I've managed to read 5 books so far this month. Babel will be my 6th, so I think I'll be finishing that next month. Well, I will be doing these reading sprints and then another one again on Tuesday next week. So hopefully, maybe you can get it finished this month. We'll see how you go. It is a pretty chunky book, so who knows. Delaney, I'm liking John Gwynne's writing. This is the 3rd book in the Faithful and the Fallen series, so I'm used to his writing. It can be pretty gruesome with lots of politics and fighting, but I'm liking it. Fighting, I don't mind. Politics, either it's like a love-hate relationship sometimes with politics. I don't mind a little bit of political intrigue, but if it overtakes the book, I kind of get really bored. Ali May, I either read none in a month or like 5 over a weekend. Fair. Pax, yes, I got it to pop up when people drop a comment, but I don't have the ability to like select a comment and highlight it onto the screen like you do. So if you know how to do that, that would be very helpful. because I would love to be able to have a comment up when I'm talking about it so people kind of know what I'm talking about if they just pop in out of nowhere. But if not, they can just pop up on the screen as they come through, and we'll just go with that for now. Yes, he was telling me he's been helping me out. He's fantastic. Okay, I will make sure that I have tissues handy. I have not cried yet, and I'm 25% in. So I don't know whether that means that I'm heartless or the worst is still yet to come. Hey, Liv, hello. How are you going? What are you reading this evening? I am reading For the Wolf, if you didn't see when you first came in. And I haven't started reading yet, even though I've been here for an hour and 5 minutes, because I've been learning a new streaming service that is going to be amazing once I figure it out, but it's just a little bit difficult to wrap my head around for now. Delaney says, it's just enough politics, I would say, considering how many characters are in this series. That's good to know. Is there so many characters that you get lost? Or is it like you're like, the way that I would explain is it like Sarah J. Maas's Crescent City, where they thrust like 20,000 characters at you in the first like this much of the book? Or is it spread out across the book and that makes sense as to why the character exists? Hi Tina, how are you going? Not too much. Okay, fantastic. Okay, thanks Pax. Hey Erin, I hope you're well and nice and settled into the newest job. Popping in from Pax's channel to say hello. Thank you for popping over. It's lovely to see some new faces here coming from Pax's channel, because I have been hanging out with the Pax fam while I was on mat leave, and now I'm back at work. I feel like I don't get to hang with you all too much, so it's nice to have you on my stream this evening. Ooh, you'll be reading Lore. Do you know that they are coming out with a new book soon? I think it's released in April, so keep an eye out for that. I haven't read Lore. I ended up unhauling it before I read it. Thank you so much, Bookaholic Banter. I'm sorry, I've completely forgot your name, but yes, thank you for popping in. Have a good night, and always welcome. I'll be here every Tuesday from 5 p.m. Eastern Standard, so from an hour ago until 2 hours from now, pretty much, is my Tuesday night sprints. I'm glad you're doing good, Tina. I am fantastic. I had work today. I started my 3rd week of work, and it has been busy, but I'm loving it, and I am literally rubbing shoulders with authors and publishers, and it's like the dream job. And I'm surrounded by a team of like amazing people that I love working with, and they're all my age. I never really worked in like the corporate setting before. I've always worked in like really small businesses. So to be part of the corporate setting has been like a new experience to me, and I have loved it. I've loved the socialization of it. I've loved having an office that is huge and there's always people there. It never feels like I'm there by myself, even when I'm sitting at my desk alone. So there, I'm very much loving it. So I am going well. Addie had another orientation day today and she went into the sandbox and ate her weight in sand, but had a smile on her face the whole time. And then she went over to the, like they had this like little water pit thing that all the kids had like thrown sand into. So it was like a sandy, watery, muddy, fun pit. And she was just like splashing in it and like splashing all the kids, and they were laughing. So I think she's going to fit in pretty well there. Ali Mae, I'm going to have to pop out for a bit, but I'll be back at about 8 a.m, 7 p.m, I think, just under an hour from now. That is fine. I'll still be here, Ali Mae. I'll be here probably till about 8, I think. So in 2 hours. So that's totally fine. I should still be here. Yes, Liv, they are coming out with a new book in April. I cannot for the life of me think of the name, but I will be able to check it out at some point. And put it in the chat or bring it up next time. I'll check it in the next sprint because I have the publisher sell-ins that tell us all about the new books coming up. Tina is reading Before by Anna Todd and Millennium Snow third volume by Bisco Hattori. Have you read Before by Anna Todd before? Like, have you read it previously? I love Anna Todd. That series is like the trash you need when you just want to hate a book but love it at the same time. Delaney, well, the first book has a ton of characters thrown at you with no cast of characters to refer to. I would recommend making a who's who to keep track. I didn't do that and got confused. From the second book on, there is a cast of character list and it's much easier to follow. Okay. That's fine, because that's kind of how it was with Crescent City, and I just tabbed the crap out of it. And then by this midway through the book, only 5 characters were really important or needed, I guess. No, she's not up and walking, Lola. I carried her over to the thing, but she is crawling like crazy. We cannot stop her. She sits up, crawls, all that stuff. Oh my god, I just realized I have a piece of sand in my eye after all that talking. Hold on. I just blinked and a piece of sand went into my eye. Okay, cool. This is what happens if you don't shower before you come on streams. Okay, no, I've just rubbed it in even further. Got it. Nope. Oh my god. Okay. Just gonna blind myself with my daughter's sandpit. It's fine. Tina, no for my first time reading before. Nice. I hope you're enjoying it. Delaney, I counted the second book cast of characters and there were 93 characters that were head about, but not all of those characters are main points of view. The point of view from 6 characters. 6 POVs? Holy shit. I'm gonna get so confused. But I'll love it. But I love multi-POV, but are there title headings? Like, does it tell you which character you're going to be reading about in the start? If not, I get more confused. Tina, I want to reread the series soon. I figured I should read Before for the first time. I hear that Before is not as good as the rest of the series, so who knows if it's worth it. But I haven't gotten further into the series, so I have no idea. Tina, I'm enjoying it so much more than I expected. I love Harden. I love just it's so, what would you call it? It's just so toxic that you can't help but love it. Delaney, yes it does. Fantastic. Well, I vote we pop into another sprint. Could you guys hear the music from the ambience last time? And if so, was it distracting, annoying? Would you rather just be the image and no music? Let me know before we start this sprint and I can adjust as needed. But could you hear it if you had me unmuted, or was it just not playing? Because I had certain audios muted, so I'm not sure if you guys could actually hear it. It's like chapter 2, Corbin, chapter 3, Envis. Oh, perfect. That's fine. I won't get confused then, as long as it's got chapter headings. Because I remember I read the Rumpelstiltskin retelling last month or the month before. No, in November. And I got so confused because there was no headings at the start as to who was who. Lola loves the Before series as well. Tina, don't get me wrong. He's a horrible person. Yes, he is, but that's fine. Lara, I thought they were more POVs after from the second book in the Malice series. For sure, the last one, Wrath, had way more than 6 POVs. Okay, that's fine. I can deal with multiple POVs if the chapter headings tell me whose chapter I'm reading. And if anyone's listened to the audiobook, do they have multiple like voices, like narrators? Ran, it was good. Okay, perfect. So let's jump into another sprint and I will see you all in 45, hopefully with the ability to highlight comments. Otherwise, we'll just keep going the way we're going and roll with it because that's just what tonight's going to be. Alrighty, happy reading, everybody.
while you're live streaming, it's essential to interact, to customize it. Color. Take a moment here, customize it to what you think would be widget URL, open OBS, and add a browser source and paste in the widget URL. Now your chat highlight widget should now appear in your broadcasting software. To customize the chat widget in OBS, it's the same steps as we said earlier. Here at Streamlabs, we literally try to give you the best tools we can think of for content creators and live streamers. If you want to learn more about anything we do,
Hello, hello. How did everybody go? I hope that stream, oh my god, I'm so tired. That sprint was productive for you. I still can't highlight comments. Sorry guys, it looks as though I'm probably going to have to like completely what's it called? Re-update the whole like Streamlabs that I'm using, but that would mean I'd have to stop the stream. So I'm just gonna keep going because we're gonna do probably one more sprint. So I may as well hang around and I'll just get it hopefully sorted for next time. Because everyone that's here is loyal enough that they understand that I will hopefully not be so chaotic next time and then still be chaotic next time. We were joined by a few people, then a few people left, so let me just go through some of the comments we did have. So I know Delaney has had to leave us, but we were talking about the Malice series before we went to that sprint. And she had said that she was reading them physically, so she wasn't sure if there was different narrators for the audiobook. And then we had the lovely Jen come and join us from Pax's channel to say hello. So if you're still here, Jen, hello. I'm sorry, I can't put your comment up on here, but hello, I can see it, and welcome. I appreciate you popping over here. Lara has said about the Malice series at the end, it's true, you know more. All the characters, the biggest change was between the first and the second one. So that makes me feel a little bit better about that. Delaney had to head to bed because she had work tomorrow, but have a lovely rest of the sprints and evening. And she's going to watch the replay back tomorrow. Hopefully it's not as chaotic, but I don't know. We're just going to keep rolling with it at this point. I just looked to see what the audiobook sounds like. It's one narrator, but he does change his voice out between characters, so it's not terrible to follow along. Thank you very much. That is good to know. Lola, it's funny. I'm listening to the rain on the stream while I can hear rain outside. Well, it's been rainy here today as well, so I figured I'd go with the rainy one. I did have this other one lined up that was like a bookshelf kind of bookshop area, but it had snow outside and that wasn't really fitting considering I'm in Australia where we like never get snow. We had the lovely Amy join us. Hello, she's listening to Ruin and Rising. I hope that you're enjoying it. Then my mic had a spaz. It wasn't actually my mic that had a spaz. I was trying to watch a video on how to fix the stream, forgetting that it played anything that I had open on a window. So because I had the ambience playing, it also played my video. So you probably would have heard some random guy talking to me about StreamYard, and I apologize. For anyone that's scared or ruined the mood, hopefully I will remember not to do that next time. It's because I'm so used to StreamYard where like that just doesn't happen. Like it only plays the audio from the window that you have shared, whereas this is playing my entire desktop audio, so that's the problem. We were joined by the lovely Pages with Paige. She's going to be doing yoga during this sprint. I hope your yoga session went well, Paige. It's quite hot where you are right now, so I'm assuming it's like hot yoga. Pax still continues to try and help me in that sprint, but we haven't quite got there yet, but he hasn't given up yet, so I appreciate that. Paige was laughing at my chaoticness. I made a joke of the fact at least it wasn't porn that came through the sound. We're joined by the lovely Shannon. Love these late night sprints. Fantastic. Always welcome. I am probably going to go for another hour or so, so hopefully that keeps you going and getting productive stuff done. Tracy managed to get 28 pages done in that sprint. Fantastic. Everyone said, I read a chunk of Babel, really loving it. Ooh, well done. I don't know if I'm going to pick it up. I'm so torn. Tina read nothing but watched TikTok. You know what? Sometimes you just need a TikTok break. I'm not going to judge you on that. Tracy says, you know, we live for the chaos. You really do. It's here. It's what I am here for. And it's never going to change. At least I don't have a crazy baby with me tonight. So, I mean, that's something. Lola's asked what I think of Streamlabs. How do you invite people into Streamlabs? So, this is the problem with Streamlabs. I'm using it thinking when I'm here by myself. I can add one additional person in, which I haven't tried yet because I've only just started fiddling with it tonight. But it doesn't let you add multiple people unless you have premium. So I didn't really want to pay for premium. So if I have multiple people joining, I'm probably just going to use like StreamYard. But I might just go back to StreamYard anyways because I like the ability to be able to highlight comments. So if once I do the update I still can't highlight comments, I'm probably going to just move back to StreamYard. Or I might get a lesson from Pax in what he uses and do that. I don't know. We're just going to roll with it at this point because I should have just stuck with what I know. But I was trying something new and it didn't really pay off, but that's okay. Amy did 1 chapter of Ruin and Rising, trying to through it and Six of Crows, or trying to get through it and Six of Crows before season 2 comes out. Fair enough. Did you watch season 1 yet? Lara was inspired by Paige and did some yoga and then cooked her breakfast. Now time to eat. What is on the breakfast menu? I haven't had dinner yet. It's 7 o'clock here, so I'll probably have dinner in the next sprint. Which means I'm probably not going to get a lot of reading done tonight. But that's okay. Because as long as you guys got reading done, that's what we're here for, is to support each other. And I'll try again next week. Erin read a chapter and a half of Warlord of Mars. Wow, that sounds like an interesting book. Is it a sci-fi, romance? What kind of book is Warlord of Mars? Because I have not heard of it. Always Worth a Go could pay off. Yes, very much so. I mean, I'll give it a go and I'll keep trying it. And if I do the update and I still can't get it to work, we'll just run with it. Lara said, eggs, cheese, bread with hummus. Yum. I miss eggs. So I'm not allowed to eat eggs now that Addie is allergic to them because then when I breastfeed it really like pisses her guts off. So yeah, I miss eggs a lot. And that just sounds amazing because eggs, cheese and hummus is just a great combo. My mum used to do poached eggs with hummus and cheese and a sprinkle of dukkha, and it was like, oh, so good. Meg's Bookish Ramblings. Hello, I'm trying to finish up Onigmasing, season of an Ojibwe Year by Linda Lagarde Grover. I probably butchered half of that. I do apologize. That sounds like Japanese, and it's definitely not my forte. It's only 2:06 a.m. here. Having some chicken tikka masala. Only 2:06 a.m. Wow. You must be a night owl. So welcome. And thank you for the sub as well. I did see that earlier. So thank you so much for subscribing. If you can, give this video a thumbs up as well. It really does help. Amy, yes, watched season 1 when it came out and we just did a rewatch. We are super keen. I watched season 1, really enjoyed it. I read the duology. I read the duology and the first book in the trilogy, but didn't continue the trilogy. Just ended up watching the series instead. And I think I'm just going to watch the season and be done with it that way. Erin says it's a sci-fi fantasy 3rd book in the John Carter of Mars series by Edgar Rice Burroughs. Okay, still haven't heard of it, but it does sound up my alley. I do love a good sci-fi. Hello, Bookaholic Bear. Yes, you should probably go to bed because I'm thinking it's quite late where you are right now. Probably past midnight if I am doing my calculations correct because I think you're from a similar time zone to Pax. There is one more sprint, so it's probably perfect timing. We're going to start at probably about 1:15 and go for 45 minutes. So it should be perfect timing for you to get a bit more reading in but still go to bed at a reasonable hour. Erin, he's more famous for writing Tarzan. Ah, that's why the name sounds familiar. Yes, very much so. Meg is, yes, I am a night owl. Not for sure exactly how to pronounce the name of the book either. You're welcome for the sub. Thank you very much. Well, I'm glad I'm not alone in not being able to pronounce the book, but the fact that you can even spell it correctly is amazing. Amy, I appreciate that. Mal is annoying. That's an unpopular opinion, but yeah. And you really want to read those, Erin. Did I miss an Erin? Oh, wait. Haha. You really want to read the Edgar Rice Burroughs series. There's two Erins here, so that's what's confusing me, is I thought that I missed a Shebas and Shelves Erin comment. Hi, Ali May. Welcome back for the final sprint. We're going to start in about 4 minutes or so and do another 45 minutes. As you can see, I still can't highlight comments, but we're just rolling with it now. Erin, Bookaholic Banter, Man Called Ove got you hooked. Oh, please tell me you're loving Man Called Uwe. I loved that book. 5-star read. Frederick Bachman is an auto-bio author for me. I think he's fantastic. Meg, I'm in Central Time Zone, Minnesota, by the way. Oh, okay. So it's 2 a.m. in Minnesota. Fantastic. I was born in Canada, but have never been to America. So, well, that's a lie. I've been to America once, a layover in San Francisco, but I didn't leave the airport. 3 a.m., go to bed. Nah, stay for the last sprint. You're always welcome. But I mean, if you need to duck out and sleep mid-sprint, I will not judge you. But I'm glad that Uwe has got you hooked. That makes me very happy. It's confusing me too every time you say Erin. I'm worn out today. Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry. I'll just call you Sheba. How does that sound? You'll probably still respond to Erin though. I'm used to only having one Erin, but I like having two. So, you know, you guys are both welcome. It's fine. And I'm so glad that you're loving it. It is so good. I really am excited to watch the movie, but I'm also nervous that it's just not going to do it justice. Lara, next sprint, I'm hoping to listen a little bit of The Memory of Soul before starting work. How long until you have to start work? Erin, non-Sheba Erin. I loved Men Called Uwe too. It's PAX's non-member read-along this month and people have been mixed. Yeah, I was so excited to see that he was getting a bunch of people to read it. I'm curious as to the reasons why people haven't liked it. I haven't obviously been able to join the stream, so I haven't really seen people's thoughts. I'm hoping to be able to make the live show, which I think is this weekend, next weekend. I can't recall. If you can, let people know, because if anyone's read it and wants to talk about it, Pax from I Am Paximus is doing a read along for it at the moment. Ali May, I've already eaten breakfast, but I'm snacking on a mug of dry cereal right now. Second breakfast. I can appreciate that. I literally went out in that last sprint and grabbed a handful of dry cereal myself, so I cannot judge you. But it's really funny. Any Australians here obviously know Rice Bubbles. I don't know if the Americans would know, but the brand Kellogg's has released a new Rice Bubbles strawberry something or other, and they look like little mini kidneys. And every single time I pour a bowl, Anthony's like, why are you eating zombie flesh? It just looks like zombie flesh in a bowl. And so he's kind of ruined my ability to be able to eat that cereal now. Lola, I'm reading The Serpent and the Wing of Night. Halfway. Interesting. I feel like that has to be a fantasy with a title like that. But is it fantasy romance? Or is it just fantasy? More errands, all the errands, I agree. Except it'll get really confusing. It's okay, Erin. That's non-Chima and Shelf Erin. I don't mind people getting confused. This is where it's annoying that I can't highlight a comment, because now people don't know which Erin I'm talking about when I say Erin. But it's okay. Thank you. The stream for it is this Saturday, 5 p.m. PST, which I believe is 9 a.m. No, 8 a.m. Australian time, Sunday morning, if I've done my conversion correctly. Lara, I start work when I want, as I'm preparing lessons for my students tonight, but I usually try to start around 9 or 9:30ish, so in around 15 minutes. Nice. Good luck with your lesson prep. Amy highly recommends the series, nearly 100 years old, but reads fairly modern. Ah, nice. Ali May, are they like Rice Krispies? Yes. Yes, they are like Rice Krispies, but these are like shaped like a kidney instead of like your little round Rice Krispie balls, and they're strawberry flavored. Yum, zombie flesh, must buy now. I only got them because they were on sale and I needed cereal, like, and cereal's gotten so expensive now, and they were half price, so I was like, "Oh, I'll try them." Oh, there we go. So PAX's Mental Duvet stream will be on the 29th, midday EST. Okay, so if it's midday EST, then I did my conversion completely wrong. That will be midday EST will be like 2 a.m. Australia time. So no, I won't be able to be there. I think apparently it's fantasy romance if it is a very slow burn. Ugh, I hate slow burns. Well, yeah, they're okay in the right context, but fantasy slow burns, not my thing. Aaron, I want to eat the delicious flesh cereal now. Well, it's currently on sale at Woolworths. If you want to go check it out. I mean, I can't guarantee it's on sale at every Woolworths, but it was at mine. Okay, so it's on the 28th. Last she looked, PAX is PST time. What I'll do is in the next sprint, I will drop the link to the stream in here. So anyone that's interested can click on it, and that should give them the time and date. That's probably the best way for me to do it. Oh, okay. Midday Eastern Standard. Erin, you were doing my conversion for me. Thank you. I was thinking you were talking about Eastern Standard Time as in like American Eastern Standard Time, but you meant Australian Eastern Standard Time. Okay, fantastic. Cool. Conversion's already done. I don't need to drop the link there. My dry cereal is actually the Rice Krispies multigrain shapes. Nice. Well, this is it. It's Rice Krispie multigrains, but they're strawberry flavored. Lola, it's like, where is the smart people? Yeah, hurry up and get there. Okay, we've gone past. We may as well do a 45-minute. This will be the last sprint. I won't probably put ambience on this time. I'm just going to have a timer and myself just chilling, and hopefully I'll actually get some reading in this final sprint so that I feel semi-productive. But I am also going to do dinner as well, so I'll have it playing and I will be not on cam for a little bit while I go get some dinner, and then I'll be back to do some final reading. So happy reading, everybody, for this final sprint, and good luck. Hello, hello. How did everybody go in the final sprint? I got dinner eaten and I managed to get, I think, like 10 pages read. So, I mean, not a complete waste of a reading night, but hopefully next week will be better. So let me know how you went in the comments and whether you feel like it's been a successful evening. As chaotic as it has been, I've had loved hanging out with you all tonight, and I hope that we can have a little bit more productivity next week. But I'm glad that you guys were all productive. Lola wanted to know if I could organize a baby cam. My monitor doesn't allow me to do that, but I mean, I do have a monitor, like a baby monitor, but I can't really just hold it up. It's quite small. So I can just give you guys flashes of her whenever you want to see her. But yeah, she woke up and then she went back to sleep pretty easily, which was good. So Ali Mae Googled it and they do look like kidneys, the cereal that I'm eating. So yeah, maybe Anthony's not so strange with his thing talking about me eating flesh. If you're still here, thanks for coming, Bookaholic Banter, but if you've gone, that is totally fine. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us for a little bit. And then everyone else was saying goodbye to you. Tina read 8 pages of Millennium Snow and hung out with the dog. Oh, it's always productive to hang out with a puppy dog. Tracy did 29 pages. Well done. Meg is still here with us and finished Onamiga Sing and gave it 5 stars. Fantastic. I want to know more by this author. She lives in northern Minnesota. Interesting that she's got such a foreign name for someone who lives in America. I'm gonna have to look her up. 39 pages for Liv. Well done. Laura's confusing me a little bit. Yeah, that's why I didn't bother getting into it at all, because so many people said that. That was like the negative feedback that I got from a lot of people. Ali Mae read 19%. Well done. Lara listened to 1 chapter while playing with the cats and now is working. Fantastic. I hope your lesson planning goes well. Sorry I can't keep you company for the rest of your working evening. Tracy agrees with Liv that it is very confusing, especially at the start, but hopefully it does get better. I can't comment because I didn't even read it. I just unhauled it. And Erin got another chapter done. Fantastic, everybody. I am going to love you and leave you all there. Thank you so much for coming and joining me tonight. I will have a new video out on Friday. It will be my latest book haul, so check out for that. And then Pick Pong will be coming out on Tuesday the 31st, I think it is, the following week. And then that night I will be having sprints as well.